Hello and welcome to Environmental Biology of Southwest Florida Environments. My name is Chad Evers. I'll be the instructor for this course. And so this video will serve as just kind of an introductory to the course. I'm going to talk you through the syllabus and the Canvas page and just a little bit about what you should be doing each week. And then after this video, I've got a couple more specific videos on how to do some of the activities and assignments. And if you keep going down on the Canvas page, you'll also find an introductory video about myself. So a little bit about me and who I am. So anyways, if you found this video, you should be on the Canvas homepage. And so if you want, you could just go over to the Canvas page and just listen to me talk, and I'll talk you guys through the Canvas page. But if you found this video, you should have found it on the Canvas homepage. Up at the top of the Canvas homepage, we've got our course information, and we have a link to the syllabus. And so if you download the syllabus, and it will open up on Canvas here for you. And again, if we go through the syllabus, I've got the syllabus open in front of me, so if you want to open it up, couple of things. We've got our semester. The one thing about this class, it's virtual asynchronous, which means that everything's online. You can work at your own pace as long as things are submitted by the due date. There's no specific times that you have to log in to anything. And again, class location, it's all virtual. You do have the option to go to some of the field trip locations on your own if you want to do that. But for this class, you actually don't even have to leave your house or anything like that. I've got my contact information here, my office phone number, my email, my office location. So if you're taking this class in spring 2020, my office is currently in Modular Building 2, room 23. If you're taking this class sometime in the future, I'd like to continue to use these same videos. My office is actually going to be in the new water school building. So probably sometime late spring 2022, my office is actually going to go over to the new building, and it's going to be on the second floor, room 247. I've got a course description, some learning outcomes from the course, required course material. There's the textbook. I don't care if you have a PDF of the textbook, the virtual edition, the hard copy, but you'll definitely need the textbook. It's going to help you out for the reading quizzes and also the take-home exam. It's also going to be important for that. Field trip survival kit. So I've got a list of required things. This is basically if you're going to go out to any of the field trip locations. These are basically your outdoor essentials, things you should take with you, basically for any kind of outdoor activity. But if you're doing anything virtually, you don't have to get any of this stuff. But if you do go out to some of our field locations and you go on the field trip, these are kind of my recommended items that you should be having with you just to be safe. Other things you're going to need, you're going to make some videos for this class. So basic photo and video editing software. So the same stuff that comes on your phone. So I'm just using my cell phone right here, and I'm using iMovie Maker to just make the tiniest of edits and putting like titles and stuff on this. That's all you need. So whatever just comes with your cell phone, that's all you're going to need for this. It doesn't have to be HD. It doesn't have to be super fancy. Just something you could take short videos and some photos with. Underneath that on the syllabus, I've got our course schedule. We'll take a look at that when we get to the Canvas page. The attendance policy, this is a virtual class, so again, you don't have to show up to any particular time, but you are expected to participate in the discussion boards and things like that. So, breakdown of grading, and then some just kind of assignment descriptions on the syllabus, requirements for the students, and then some university policy. So standard stuff on the syllabus. So read through that. If you guys do have any questions about the syllabus or any issues with anything, please feel free to reach out to me. So if we continue on, right, you found this video, welcome to BSC1051C. There's going to be two more videos. One is going to be instructions for species reports and presentations, and the next one is going to be instructions for your virtual field trips. Then in red, it says, what do I need to do each week, right? So there are 4 things, but I've got it broken down into 5 steps. All right, so the very first thing you should do each week is you should go on our virtual species presentation discussion board and claim your species. And so I'll talk more about what that means and how to do that on your instructions for species reports and presentations, but basically you're going to pick one species that you want to do for the semester, or not for the semester, excuse me, for the week, right? For each field trip, so you're going to pick one species for each field trip. So you're going to pick one, and you're going to claim it. So you're going to write, this is the species I want to do, and that's your species. Nobody else can pick it for the week. Then you're going to complete a species report. And again, I'll talk more about that in the other video, and you can find the instructions on Canvas. You'll complete the species report. And then after you've completed your species report, you're going to go back to your original post where you claimed your species. And then you're actually going to put a 1 to 2 minute oral presentation of your species. So again, just kind of like the highlights, and you're going to talk about it. If you want to throw any pictures in the video, that's fine. If you are super skilled at making cool videos, use whatever resources you have available to make cool videos. That's totally fine with me. So then once you've done that, then you're going to go on your virtual field trip. And so the virtual field trip, again, I've got a whole other video about how those are going to work. But basically the virtual field trips, you can either watch my video or actually go out. I've got some virtual field trips I've created. So you've got a field trip report, you'll fill that out. You can watch my video, but there is an option if you actually want to go to the field trip location. I've got some instructions on the field trip worksheets and the field trip reports on how you could actually go to these locations on your own, and just an activity that you could do where actually take some pictures and talk about what you're seeing at the location, or if you want to make a video of your virtual field trip. So there's a lot of different options on how you can actually complete the field trips. But the bottom line is that if you don't want to or can't leave your home, you could do, again, this entire course without leaving your home. A couple of short activities that ask you to go outside to, maybe find a spot in the grass. But again, you could just find a patch of dirt outside your apartment building or in your backyard and complete the activities that way. And then the very last thing that you could do each week is you can complete the assigned reading and submit the chapter quiz. So again, with the textbook, I've got you having to read, two. I think most weeks it's 2 chapters. On the, I think there's 1 week where there's 3 chapters. So anyways, you'll complete the assigned reading, take the quiz. The quizzes, you download them, they're short answers, so you'll type on them and then upload it back to Canvas. And they're, unlimited time as long as you turn them in by the due date. They're open book, just work alone on them. And then below that, some contact information for myself. My name is Chad. You guys are welcome to call me Chad. That's totally fine. I've got my office phone number, my email, but the Canvas Messenger is the best way to contact me. My office location, my office hours for this semester. If you can't come to my office hours and you want to schedule a phone call, if you want to do a Zoom meeting, or if you want to meet in person at a different time, let me know. I'm more than available and more than happy to make, accommodations to find a time that works for both of us. And then again, you guys may or may not know me in real life, but if you want to know a little bit more about me, I've got an introductory video where I talk about myself for about 20 minutes or so. So if you, probably more than you want to know about me, but it's there. If you guys have had me in class before, it's the same stuff. I use the same jokes, and everything like that. So, if you want to watch that, you can, but you don't have to. It's just, it's kind of a fun video to get to know me a little bit better. Again, under that, on the Canvas homepage, we've got the required course materials, again, the textbook, access to photo and video software, the field trip survival kit, and then we have our course schedule. And so this is pretty important. This is an 8-week class. And so normally I teach this class over 16 weeks, over a normal full semester, but this is being sponsored by FGCU Complete, and so we use more of a non-traditional schedule to kind of help students who are working or need to move through classes kind of quickly. So it's a compressed 8-week schedule, so it's a whole semester compressed into 8 weeks, which means basically each week we're doing about 2 weeks worth of work. So it is important to stay on top of the schedule. And if you feel like it's a lot for 1 week, it's basically 2 weeks worth of work all compressed into 1 week. The other thing, I've got all of our assignments are due on Sunday, but it's not something that you could sit down Sunday evening and do all the assignments for the week. Sunday evening, this is something you kind of should be continuously working on throughout the week. The other nice thing about this class, though, is I do have every assignment for the entire semester is posted right now. So if you are super bored this week and you've got a lot of free time, you could actually go through the entire course and complete everything for the entire course and turn the final in this week and be done with it. So again, you guys can work on your own pace as long as you're turning things in by the due dates on Canvas. And like I said, I've got everything for each week due Sunday night. But again, don't sit down Sunday evening and expect to sign up for a species, write a report, do an oral presentation, go on a virtual field trip, read a bunch of chapters, and take a quiz. That's not really something you could do in a couple of evenings or a couple hours in a single evening. You should be kind of continuously working on it throughout the week. So anyways, our schedule, the first week, I don't have a whole lot scheduled for the first week, so this gives you some time to get your textbook, maybe start on the week 2 assignments, get a head start on things. So I left the first week pretty open, which then means, right, the whole semester is really in 7 weeks. So use this first week to get ahead. Don't slack. Don't not do anything this first week. If you don't have your book, get it, and take a look at what's due on week 2 and get started on it. Week 2, we're going to cover chapters 1 and 2 in the textbook, and we're going to have a virtual field trip to our temperate hardwoods and our pine flatwoods ecosystems. Both of those can be found on the FGCU campus. Week 3, we're going to read chapter 3 and 4 in the textbook, and we're going to have a virtual field trip to freshwater swamps. And so freshwater swamps can be found on our campus, or 6 Mile Cypress, Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary. Week 4, we're going to look at chapter 5 and chapter 6 in the textbook, and we'll have virtual field trips to lakes and ponds and rivers and streams. So those virtual field trips I created for that, I was over at Lakes Park and then also on the Estero River at Crescent State Park. Week 5, we covered chapters 7, 8, and 9. So that's the 1 week we have to do 3 chapters. And we'll do a virtual field trip to the mangrove swamp. So we have mangroves all over Southwest Florida. My virtual field trip there, I was at 4 Mile Ecological Cove in Cape Coral. Week 6, we'll do chapters 10 and 11, and we have a virtual field trip to tidal wetlands, estuaries, and seagrass beds, and I filmed that one at Bunch Beach. I was out canoeing that day. And then week 7, I give you guys kind of a break. It says work on take-home exam, and I'll talk about the take-home exam in a minute. And you have a virtual field trip to coastal beaches and dunes, and so I filmed that one out at, drawing a blank. I filmed that out at Lighthouse Beach on Sanibel Island. And then week 8, your take-home exam is due. That's basically your final exam. And then our course will end at the end of the 8 weeks. So the one thing that I said I would mention in a minute is our take-home exam. And so if you're on the Canvas homepage, once we get past the schedule, you'll see the course summary, and it'll be the list of all the assignments that are due for the entire semester. If you go all the way down to the end, the very last thing you'll see is the take-home exam. If you open it up, there's a description of the take-home exam. There's a link. You click on the link. You'll download the take-home exam. And so this take-home exam is a series of short answer questions. Most of your answers should be about 200 words. Some of the questions are multiple parts. And so if they're multiple parts, each part doesn't have to be 200 words, but just basically in total. And so when I say like these answers should be like 200 words, that means, more than a sentence. So they need to all have significant answers. You should cite your answers. And so the take-home exam is, basically 15 short essay questions. and you should not wait till the end of the semester. I always recommend that students take the exam and they just kind of print it out and kind of carry it around with them and answer 1 or 2 questions a week. And so by the time the end of the semester rolls around, maybe you only have a couple of questions left to answer. And so that's always my advice with that. But again, take a look at it at the beginning of the semester so you don't have to stress about it at the end of the semester. One more thing that I want to mention is the only assignment that I have due on week 1 is your introductory post. And so for your introductory post, I'm asking you guys to make a 3 to 5 minute video where you introduce yourself. And the reason I'm having you make this video is, again, because we're virtual, and so we're not actually going to see each other in person. And so these videos help us get to know each other a little bit, but this is also good practice for you to, figure out how the best way for you to make and upload a video to the Canvas website. Canvas has some built-in tools where you can actually upload a video directly to Canvas. So Canvas, you can actually just click record and it'll record it and post it right in there. But what I've actually found is the easiest thing to do is use YouTube. And so YouTube is actually probably the fastest way to upload a video. They'll upload to YouTube far faster than they upload to Canvas, and then just submit the link to YouTube. And so we could just click on the link in the discussion board and watch the video. But again, this is good practice. You guys can figure out which works best for you. So you're gonna make a 3 to 5 minute video. You're gonna introduce yourself to the class. You need to be in the video. Just, say hi. Tell us what your major is. Tell us why you're taking the course. Anything specifically that you want covered in this course, and I'll make a mental note of that and try and cover it. 5 fun facts about you. If you want to shout out your social media, if you want some free advertising for followers, feel free to shout it out. And then the last thing, tell me why you're awesome, right? What makes you special or unique? And so you can't tell me you're not awesome. You got to give us something. And this should be kind of a fun activity, so have some fun with it. One of the things that I've learned during the pandemic is when you first start trying to make videos, you stumble over a word and then you stop, and then suddenly you're on like 14 takes of the same video. If you stumble over a word, nobody's going to notice it more than you do. So just excuse yourself and just, keep on going. So don't stress about it. The other thing is that I know that there's all kinds of crazy social media tools to make videos. So if you want to use TikTok or anything like that to make a video, that's totally fine with me. As long as it's easily viewable to everybody through the discussion board. So we don't have to, click on it and download an app or anything like that. So, whatever you want to do to, make your video wacky or fun or unique, that's totally cool. Once you've done that, I would like you to watch at least 5 of your classmates' videos and, give them a shout out or a comment on their videos, and try and prioritize watching the videos and commenting on the videos that haven't been watched. So anyways, I think that basically covers our introduction to the course, the Canvas page, and anything else. So again, this first week is pretty easy week. So get your book, do your introductory post, take a look at the syllabus, look through Canvas, look at the schedule, look at the assignments, and if you have any questions, let me know. And then that way, when week 2 rolls around, we could really just hit the ground running, and hopefully we get through pretty smooth for that. So anyways, this is your Welcome to Environmental Biology of Southwest Florida video. I've got 2 more videos. The other one is instructions for your species reports and your virtual presentations, and then the other video is going to be instructions for virtual field trips. So I'm looking forward to a great semester with you guys. And so again, if you need anything at any time, I am available. Reach out to me. We'll schedule a phone call, a Zoom meeting, or whatever works best for both of us. So thank you guys for being my students this semester, and good luck with this class and all your other classes. Thanks.